Good morning and welcome to Radio Friends on Wednesday, November the 22nd, day before Thanksgiving Day. It's good to have you with us today. My friend ALEX LaBRUNERIE is here. Good to have you here, Alex, from Labrunerie Financial. I always enjoy chatting with you. And as we go in towards the end of the year, we've got some end-of-the-year monies, tax tips.
Paul. There's a couple things that investors ought to think about. One is, tax harvesting, since it's been a very good year.
So what is tax harvesting? Tax
harvesting is, when the market's been up as strongly, almost 20% over this last calendar year, there may be some stocks that have appreciated in value. And if there are also stocks that have gone down in value, there's a chance to sell the losers and sell the gainers and offset the taxes due.
That's called tax harvesting?
Yes.
So if you sell the losers and sell the gainers,
yes,
the money that you made from the gainers is offset
to a certain extent. There are limitations, and then you have to work with your CPA to make sure it's to your advantage. And it should be done in non-retirement accounts, not in retirement accounts.
In non-retirement accounts?
Yeah, so since it's still early, it's not 12/31, there's a chance to maybe catch up with one's accountant and ask him or her
about
if it's
tax
appropriate.
Harvesting.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, that's right. And
okay.
Whether you do your investments by yourself or talk with your advisor, whichever, it may be time to think about that.
Okay, what's something else that we need to think of as we go towards the end of the year?
We like to remind people, and I think we've spoken about this in the past too, but Missouri allows for a tax deduction on a college savings account called the MOST account, or the 529 Educational IRA. So as Missourians, we can add up to $8,000 per year into an account for a child, a grandchild, a niece, a nephew, and realize a Missouri tax deduction.
Not a federal tax deduction?
No federal tax deduction. The accounts do grow tax-free if used for college on the federal level, but no federal tax deduction.
Okay, so again, it's a college. What's it called?
It's the 529 College IRA, or the MOST plan, the Missouri 529 plan.
Okay, and that allows you to save money tax-free from Missouri. The money that...
The gains tax-free, yes.
Yeah, okay, and then the money that it earns, the interest that it earns, is federal government tax-free?
Yes, when used for a higher educational cost.
Can it be for a child, or can it be for a grandchild?
Child, very good for grandchildren. A lot of grandparents could use it for a holiday or Christmas present in lieu of
other gifts.
Toy.
Yeah, just say I'm putting
aunts, uncles, yeah.
Oh, aunts and uncles can do it too.
Aunts and uncles, yes.
As long as it goes to education.
That's right.
Okay. What else have we got?
We've got, Washington is endeavoring to have a major tax reform. So I think as we turn the page into the next year, 2018, citizens and investors will have a lot to look at if a tax reform bill is actually passed by 12/31. So
now,
we'll want to be paying attention to that.
Okay, if a tax reform bill is passed by December 31st, does that will not affect the taxes that we...
Most likely not.
Our income taxes for this year?
Most likely not. I doubt they would make something might be retroactive, but mostly it'll be going forward. So forward-looking.
Okay.
Into 18.
So when you're filing after the first of the year, the IRS is not going to say, wait, we can't take your returns because we don't have all the new information yet. If they pass something by the end of this year, it will be for next year.
That's right.
What do you think the chances are of them passing anything?
That's a great question. I was wondering, I was going to check the odds makers in London to see what they thought. They oftentimes are right. I suppose with one party control of the Senate and the House and the White House, it becomes much easier, but we'll see.
It becomes much easier, but there is a lot of bickering among that one party also.
That's right. That's right.
So that's something for us to think about. But whatever happens with the so-called tax reform, it should not affect this year. It would be going forth after January 1st.
Generally speaking, yes.
This also is a time of year to think about making any contributions to your IRAs?
Your IRAs. You have actually on IRAs till April 15th. But if you have a 401k or a 403b and you want to maximize, you should do that November and December, because again, you have a 12/31 cutoff.
What is the difference between a 401b and a K?
Yeah. So the 401k is usually for private industry. Employees are employed by a for-profit, and a 403b is usually a university or a school, possibly a hospital.
What about charitable contributions?
Looking down that list too, and planning for it. You have till 12/31 to make that.
So if making charitable contributions, you do not have until April the 15th to make those charitable contributions, do you?
No, I don't think so.
So if you're going to make a charitable contribution, like if you want to send a contribution to KBIA,
yes,
you got to do that before
That's
the
right.
end of the year. And now would be a good time to think about that, because we just finished a fundraiser, and I think it came up
That's
just
right.
a little bit short.
That's right. A lot of people use their required minimum distributions now to make charitable deductions. So.
So when you take out your required minimum distribution,
Once one is over 7.5, yes.
Yes, you take that, you can make a charitable deduction, which then pretty much wipes out the tax
It
that you
could,
pay
yes.
on that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Again, you want to check with the CPA on that, but that's generally the rule, and I think KBI would
Qualify for that. Yeah.
Yeah.
We've got about a minute left here, Alex. What is the most important thing that people need to do before the end of the year?
I think, besides taking account of where the world stands, is possibly look at their risk in their portfolios, see if they're comfortable with it. It's been 5 years of very strong market, so the stock weightings may have outgrown the bond weightings, and people may have a little more risk than they think they do. But it's always good to check that at the beginning of any year, especially one that's after we own this very strong record bull market that we have on our hands.
All right. Alex LaBrunerie, thank you so much from Labrunerie Financial. If people want more information, they can call you. What's your telephone number?
573-449-5313.
449-5313.
Yes.
Just ask for Alex, and he'll be happy to chat with you. Thank you so much, Alex.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving to you, too. We're out of time for today. Tomorrow, Larry Brown has a Thanksgiving story for us. You know what? This is November the 22nd, and this is our director, Travis McMillen's birthday. So we got happy birthday to Travis.
Yes.
November 22nd. We'll never forget that day, will we, Travis? We're out of time for today. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.